Good morning, Osaka. Lots to see, but the first destination we're gonna visit is Nara Park. Big day ahead, gonna make the most of our time to see what we can accomplish within a day visiting Nara and Kyoto. It's my first time at Nara Park. Excited to see the deer, but also curious why there's been so much tourist backlash on social media. Definitely gotta read the rules at this park. No touching for the deer is gonna be a hard one for me though. I don't think I can resist the urge of petting them, and I don't think it's just gonna be me. But do take note to bring some hand sanitizers, because if you decide to play or feed the deer, there's gonna be a lot of saliva coming your way. The deer crackers are 200 yen for a bundle, and I think we kinda made the mistake of buying too much at once.
Sorry. We're rich here. Okay, you can have the honors of unraveling.
Hungry deer, especially in the early mornings, surround the cracker stalls, and they will swarm on you after your purchase. It's best to keep the goodies tucked away and be as subtle as you can. If you let them surround you, the deer at your back are gonna start nudging and biting you to tell you they want some too. The deer have to compete over each other, so that's where you see some of that deer aggression. The females are more gentle, while the male deer have all been dehorned. You can still see fleshy bone marrow from the ones that have just been cut. It's sad to see, but it's gonna be the price to pay for the deer inhabiting this park for safety. The deer are all well fed here though. Most of them have big bellies from all the tourists that come around. The story behind Nara and the deer is quite interesting. It made me want to take a deeper dive into my understanding of Shinto, a religion that has no founders or scriptures, but simply the coexistence of people and nature.
There you go. Hey there, bud. Want something to eat? Let's bow. Do-do. There you go.
If you didn't know, Nara used to be the capital of Japan in the early 1800s. I would not have expected that because my visit here feels more like suburban Japan. There's a lot of Japanese mythology in Shinto, with stories that sound more like fiction than history. However, the myth and story behind the deer at Nara is more factual to interpret what really happened. It's said that a great swordsman by the name of Taka Mikazuchi protected the capital while riding on a white deer. Known as the deity of lightning, feels more like a nickname suited for a warrior quick with the blade. With admiration towards their protector and his compassion for animals, the people consider deer sacred and divine.
There's one behind you.
There's a lot of positive energy coming here to be surrounded by deer. I'm glad we came early, a beautiful way of starting any day. If I was living here in Nara, this park would mean everything to my well-being. I would spend my days visiting a companion, find one with an affinity with, and maybe it will come to me even without the cracker.
This one's gentle. Yeah, you are. Gentle.
I think you found a new companion.
There's a lot of tourists, but this place is so big, it's easy to find a quiet spot. It can be quiet, but it's hard to feel alone. I'm thinking, how would I recognize this deer in a herd of thousands? Maybe affinity is a reincarnation of the past. There's something here in Nara that touches the heart. We fed so much deer, we forgot to feed ourselves. We settled for soba noodles with a cozy interior that had a very artsy menu. are translated to high-quality food. Super satisfying soba noodles, the best I had during this 2-week trip to Japan. Moving on to our next destination, we are taking a train a couple stops north of the Nara station, passing the flea market to reach another tourist-packed area, being the Fushimi Inari shrine. There's a lot of Inari shrines in Japan, but this one you can say is the main headquarter. It's the deity for rice as people pray for prosperity and better farm yield. Here, instead of deer, people worship the fox, which is known to protect the rice fields from mice, and also a messenger from the gods. It's fascinating that foxes in Japan carry so much dignity. Coming here feels like a Naruto fantasy land, seeing the orange color so iconic to my favorite anime. Arriving on site, it was so packed, I thought the torii gates would be difficult for pictures. But if you venture further in for a roughly 40-minute hike up to the summit, there's less people for better picture space. There's a spot midway with incredible views of Kyoto City. A lot of rest stops along the way for a breather and drinks to keep refreshed, but this area seemed more popular than the top itself. Having finally reached the summit, there's actually not much to see here than the things you've already seen passing along the way. Making our way back down from the summit, it's been quite the majestic experience with these countless torii gates. Couldn't help but notice all the engravings even in foreign language. Many families and businesses donate money to have their blessings on these poles. Costs around 2 million yen as donation, but every year there's more and more torii gates appearing as these donations keep piling up. Reached Kyoto Station late afternoon. Seen from the distance, the city didn't have much high-rise buildings. The observatory at the Kyoto Tower would have an amazing view. From the Inari Shrine we just visited to all the other attractions, I don't think we have enough time for just one day. The bamboo forest is also a place I really want to visit. We did see this Kyoto sign picture spot on the other side of the station and headed there right after. Donut time, one of my favorite donut places.
Come on, some Mr. Donuts, do you, bird?
Can't have come to Kyoto without visiting the Gion district, a very classy commercial road with amazing shopping. Really wanted to get to the Yasaka Pagoda for sunset, but didn't get there in time. I thought the Yasaka shrine was the same, but the shrine and pagoda are completely separate, located 15 minutes apart. It feels romantic here at night for real. Definitely can't do Kyoto in a day. The Gion district is a day alone. Dinner at the Pontocho Dori Street. Now this place was super tourist heavy, fetching more premium prices. But we were so tired trying to see everything in Kyoto in a day, it was just not possible. But certainly a day to remember.
Oh, damn. This wagyu looks nice.
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you can like and subscribe. And see you guys next time for the World Cup in my hometown of Vancouver. Peace.
The city call it the in the city. Thank you so much.